everyone, Jerod here, going to do another reaction video. This is going to be for David Phelps singing He's Alive. This is a powerful performance, if I recall correctly. It's been several years since I've seen this. I wanted to react to it because, well, first of all, it's been a long time, so I haven't heard it in a long time, but also because David Phelps is my favorite male vocalist. And because I see the video on here, I wanted to share it with other people, but also kind of get a re-reaction to it for myself. And yeah, I mean, I know it's a little bit past Easter, but you know what? Celebrating the fact that Jesus is alive, it doesn't stop on Easter for me. I celebrate that every day of my life. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get my video pulled up here. I'm going to hit play. If you like the video, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to see more, comment below. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've heard this.
Doors were barred and all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound, half in hopeless sorrow, half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Then just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle, and a voice began to call. I hurried to the window, I looked down into the street, expecting swords and torches and the sound of soldiers' feet. But there was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. And John stood there beside me as she told us where she'd been. She said, they've moved him in the night and none of us knows where. Oh, the stone's been rolled away and now his body isn't there. So we both ran to the garden, then John ran on ahead, and we found the stone, an empty tomb, just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they'd wrapped him in was just
such a story.
Shell. And how or where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Oh, something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation couldn't lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him, and then I saw him die. Back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came. Everything I promised him just added to my shame. When at last it came to choices, I denied I knew his name. So even if he was alive, it could never be the same. Then suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume. Light that came from everywhere drove shadows from the room. Then Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide, and I fell down on my knees and I just clung to him and cried. Oh, but then he raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release. Oh, and every fear I'd ever had just melted into peace. For
Mm.
Heaven's gates are open wide. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive.
Woo! So much control on that note. But there's so much more to this performance, or this delivery of this song. Wow. I tear up whenever I hear that story. Or it's not just that it's a story being told. It's just that, after Jesus had died, the Romans were out there, as well as the Jewish leaders. They were out there looking for these believers, the disciples, to silence them, because they knew it couldn't just stop with Jesus. When they put him to death, when they had him crucified, they knew that he had a large group of followers with him, and essentially they went and hid. Later, Jesus rebuked them for their fear, or for their doubt and unbelief, but not in a bad way, not like, oh, shame on you, but just why did you fear? Everything's going to be okay. But just I'm assuming it's from the perspective of Peter, who denied Jesus. Could you imagine being in a situation like that, knowing all that you went through together, and just at the end, you denied him, and now, as far as you know, he's dead. You don't know what's going on, but then you find out he's alive, and instead of chastisement, instead of rebuke, instead of rebuke in the foul sense in this case, but instead of all that stuff, instead of getting what you deserve, he gives you love. He gives you restoration. He gives you hope and peace. It just makes me cry. It makes me tear up, because none of us deserve the love of God. But he loves us just the same. And David Phelps, man, just his vocal prowess, his ability, his storytelling, the way he's able to sing lyrics in a way that tells a story and it draws you in. I was captivated. It just blows me away. He's my favorite singer. So thank you for watching. I hope y'all enjoy that. I know, again, it's past Easter, but just your daily reminder, Jesus is alive. Have a great day.